Hotep, I am the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of law. We are Deception Stoppers, America's only 4D education service. Thank God I'm not a lawyer. Thank God this is not a law firm. We don't advocate that you don't support your human offspring. We simply advocate that you made them in private, take care of them in private. Now, gentlemen, I'm all about keeping things very simple, okay? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what not to do when you're filing a 1983 lawsuit, because it's going to get dismissed with prejudice because they're going to label you a sovereign citizen, okay? Doesn't make you a sovereign citizen. All right, it's just that certain things, these courts, especially the district court, construe as sovereign citizen rhetoric. Okay, now I found this video. I was like, oh my gosh, no, he's not. All right, and I'm going to let it play for a couple minutes, and I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to show you exactly what needs to be done. All right, so check this out. And incidentally, this guy is called DFW Dad. He's on TikTok. I don't knock anybody for their efforts, but the fact of the matter is, sorry about that. Fact of the matter is, all right, I don't want you to get caught up, okay? You don't have to use our services. You don't have to take our education, all right? But I'm just warning you up front. If it's not coming directly from their book, do not use it. All right, let's check it out.
Congratulations on canceling your child support. You're literally, I think, you found probably the most important video that you're going to find on YouTube or TikTok in regards to canceling your child support.
All right, now pay attention. Again, I appreciate your efforts, my man, but here we go.
If you thought yesterday's video and the day before were pretty profound for you, wait till you see what you're going to see today. You're going to have to stop this video. Get the freaking notebook. Stop this video. Don't just favorite it. You need to download it. Upload it in your YouTube because it is the crux, the foundation of everything, okay?
All right. That is not true. This is not the crux. I'm going to show you what the crux is.
So let's get into it.
The secret financial matrix behind courts, child support, and state fraud. Advanced education only, not legal, tax, or financial advice.
Now, I want you to pay attention. I'm only going to let it play because he's got a lot of this in here, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you that you're going to get caught up by doing this. I don't want you to get caught up. What I want you to do is I want you to win. Okay? I want you to defeat these clowns. Here you go.
When you see the money trail, you see their fear. Financial control pyramid, global to local. Entity instrument. Role in the financial fraud system. IMF World Bank for Intel settlements. Facts. Central Bank of Central Banks clears global sovereign debt financial derivatives. IMF World Bank. SDR. Issues loans to governments secured by citizen labor debt. Shapes fiscal policy.
All right, now, I'm not even going to continue letting that play. I'm going to go to the end. Hold tight. Here we go.
Break their financial infrastructure. Victory comes through economic awareness. This is not just a legal battle. It's financial warfare. Expose the bonds. Demand the trust ledgers. File liens. Enforce standing. Want templates, FOIA letters, lien forms, or affidavit packs? Just ask. Together, we can unplug the matrix. Liberation.
Okay. All right, gentlemen and ladies, I'll try to post this. All right. This is going to be deemed as a sovereign citizen pleading, when in fact, all you have to do, okay, like I showed you. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second. Now, this is a United States District Court civil complaint form for 1983 deprivation of rights under color of law. Let me zoom it in a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but what I'm going to go through here, all right, is very important because it's what we're going to be focusing on teaching. You already highlighted it. Now, they ask you for a statement of claim. And if you notice here, it says, write a short and plain statement of the claim. Let me ask you a question. If you went through all 8 minutes of that video and you tried to do everything that this person is trying to tell you to do, all right, that's not a short statement. It's going to get thrown out. Do not make legal arguments. All right, what you just saw was this person making legal arguments. State as briefly as possible the facts showing that each plaintiff is entitled to damages or other relief sought. You are entitled to damages because you're articulating your claims that the 4D crime boss subject you to under color of law, all right, and this conduct deprives you of your rights and immunities secured by the Constitution, not to mention your inherent rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All right, let's see. Okay, now state how. Let me go over here. State how each defendant was involved and what each defendant did that caused you harm or violated your rights, including the dates and places of that involvement of conduct. Now, remember, gentlemen, the first thing that you have to do, it's all this UCC and all this sovereign citizen rhetoric. I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying it won't work filing a federal lawsuit. The first thing you do is you compose a 1-2 paragraph letter telling the 4D crime boss that you got to terminate my involuntary participation in the 4D program because it is encroaching upon, number one, my First Amendment right to not associate, and my Fourth Amendment right to privacy, to be secure of my person's, houses, papers, and effects. Okay? That's it. That's how. So now that you write your lawsuit, well, guess what? You're going to use that closing the termination document, say, hey, well, I wrote them a letter, a notarized document stating that you have to terminate this because you're violating my rights. All right? That's what happened. The 4D crime boss has the authority to terminate a 4D case without filing it with the clerk of the court nor waiting a signature of a judge. Okay? Dates and times. The date is the date that when you complete your termination letter to send it off, you're going to get it notarized. You're going to send it certified mail. All right. The date that they signed it is the date and time that that they violated your rights. All right. That's it. That's all. Now we're going to go to Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 8. Oh, my bad. Wrong one. This one. Ah, damn it. Hold on. Shit. New program, y'all. Bear with me. Hold on. I got it. All right. Share screen. Give me a second. There it is. All right. We're going to go to Rule 8. Okay. Now, Rule 8 is very simple. It is very important. Listen, these people, all right, bad enough that you got to go ask them for help. All right. Nobody wants to sit and read 300 pages full of complaints. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. All right. Rule 8, general pleadings. Claim for relief. A pleading that states a claim for relief must contain what? A short and plain statement of the grounds for the court's jurisdiction, unless the court already has jurisdiction and the claim needs no new jurisdictional support. Now, a short, plain statement. What did they do? I asked them to stop violating my rights. They didn't do it. The grounds for jurisdiction, 42 U.S.C. 1983. All right. The 4D crime boss, because they failed to terminate your participation, okay, subject you under color of law to the deprivations of your rights secured by the Constitution and your inherent rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A short, plain statement, right here, number 2, of the claim showing that the pleader is entitled to relief. All 2 things under color of law. They enforce what you call child support under Title 42 of the United States Codes, which was never enacted into positive law. Color of law. Okay? You are entitled to relief under color of law. 3, demand for relief. What's your demand? Short, sweet, to the point. Your demand: termination of your involuntary participation in the 4D program, right? With 0 amount of arrears. And that termination is based off of First Amendment right to not associate and your Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person, houses, papers, and effects. All right? To be let alone from the 4D crime family's intrusion into your personal private life. That's it. So what are you demanding? All right? Termination under the First Amendment for your right to not associate. The Fourth Amendment, your right to privacy. All right? You want it removed off your credit report. All right. You want a full refund with 6% interest, and you want that at zero amount of arrears. That's what you're suing for. The second thing you're suing for, the deprivation of rights, you can put a number on there, 1 to 5 million, whatever you want. All right. For the deprivation of your rights, your inherent rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and the deprivation of your first, fourth, fifth, seventh, 13th, and 14th Amendment rights guaranteed. All right. Those rights are stripped. They deprive you of those rights. Okay. We'll get into what those rights are on the next video. All right. Keep it simple, stupid. You going in there talking about, oh, UCC this and bankers code this and this and this and that. This is what's going to happen to you. Check it out. Let me see. What do I do with it? 1 second. Here it is. All right. Check this out. I'm going to do this. Let me move this over here. Pow. Okay. And again, I'm working off of 3 screens, gentlemen, so bear with me. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. I'm on the wrong document. Give me a second here. There. No. What do I do with it? There it is. Okay. Now, I got to move this one over. All right, there we go. Give me a second. Like I said, new program, folks. I'm just learning this thing. All right, here we go. Now, let's see here. Go share screens, Windows. All right, now, this is what's going to happen when you go in. If you file a 500-page lawsuit, remember I tell you all the time, I said, if you're going to shoot me an email, don't write me a book. Nobody feels like reading all that shit. But when you start talking about UCC and debtors and bonds and all that stuff, this is what's going to happen. It's going to get deemed a sovereign citizen pleading. All right, which means on its face, if you complain about the things that I showed you that this gentleman was telling you to do, all right, your complaint should not be filed with any legal arguments of sovereign citizen variety. Every argument that he had on there is going to be deemed a sovereign citizen variety. All right. As held in previous cases, courts routinely, summarily, and firmly reject sovereign citizen legal theories as frivolous. Okay. Therefore, down here, your lawsuit, okay, should not address sovereign citizen theories because it will be summarily rejected as such. Gentlemen, keep it short, keep it simple. All right, KISS, K-I-S-S, keep it simple, stupid. The more you inflate it, the quicker they're going to dismiss your case. Okay? If you can keep your statement of claim down to a couple of small little paragraphs, the court will hear it. Okay? If you keep your claims to the fact that they deprived you of your rights, they did it under color of law, the court will hear it. The court has subject matter jurisdiction based off of those 2 arguments. And all you have to do is prove those 2 things. That video that I showed you, it's 7 minutes. We didn't have the time to break everything down, but there's over 100. Excuse me, I take that back. There's over like 70 different things in there that this guy's telling you that you have to do in order to terminate your participation involuntarily in the 4D program, and that's not true. I'm the Ahmed Osiris, gentlemen. If you need help suing the 4D crime boss, we are here. You can schedule yourself a phone consultation. We also have classes. You can schedule them pretty much 6-7 days a week because we work like that. All right. Do not overdo it. Be careful. Do not take my word for it. Confirm everything that I just showed you. Okay. Read the federal form. Read 42 USC 1983. All right. And learn how to get the federal district court to rule in your favor, and that's what we're going to show you. If you send them a 900-page affidavit with all this sovereign citizen, UCC, and bankers code, and bonds and sureties and all that, guess what? That's good to know. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking it, but guess what? They don't want to hear that. They're going to look at that and dismiss it. And if they dismiss you with prejudice, that means you can't come back. They may give you time leave. They may give you time to take leave to amend. All right, you only get to amend 1 complaint, and you get to do that 21 days after the original file. Gentlemen, check us out. Email me, hathorsehk@gmail.com. Okay, and know the basics. If you're going to go and try to get the 4D crime family off your back, make sure that you have the proper information. Do not go there and with this sovereign citizen BS, because they're going to dismiss you. I'm the Osiris, folks. You want your freedom? Come on out. We will give it to you. Hotep.